What up, YouTube family? Happy Friday. We're back with another Friday live cold call role play. So if you're new to the game, I go live every single Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, to jump on a cold call with you and do a quick role play, giving you some tips, feedback, advice to help you take your phone call, negotiating skills, communication skills when you're talking to the seller to a whole nother level, so you can convert more leads into deals and actually make more money by being able to close more deals. All right, what up, you guys? Happy Friday. And if you would please do me a favor, show your boy King Khang some love. If you're watching this live, exit out the live chat, smash the thumbs up, and come back in again. And for those of you who's watching later, if this video add any value to you, please, it means so much to me, and it helps out the YouTube algorithm a lot if you just boom smash it, and then please give this video a share. Those of you who's joined me live, oh, we're getting some action today. Woo, I'm feeling the love. Let's rock and roll. So pop in your phone number and let's rock and roll now. Okay, hope you guys are having a good Friday. Hope you guys are kicking butts, and it's time to make that money. So, all right, we need some phone numbers so we can get rocking and rolling here. Everybody's warming up. Hold on a second. Let me get some. Can you guys tell me, so how is the lighting? Is the lighting pretty good? Or we need a little bit more lighting? How's the lighting, everyone? Happy Friday. So you guys, it's a Friday live cold call role play. So go ahead and punch in your phone number so we can get rocking and roll. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. Yes, it's good. Okay, so the lighting is good. Okay, that's good. Maybe I need to put this on. Maybe I need to put my cardigan. Not a cardigan, I'm sorry. I don't know what you guys call this. Your white t-shirts makes it bright. Okay, good. Woo. Okay, let's rock and roll. So we need some phone numbers. So who wants to jump on a quick role play with me? And let's rock and roll. Also, too, is let me give you guys some shout outs. You guys are coming on here. We got Andy C. Happy Friday. Where are you coming in at, Andy? Let me ask you guys a question. Who's currently in Minnesota? Who's in Minnesota right now? It's called a jacket. No, dude. This is not a jacket, bro. This is called a sport coat. Or yeah, it's called a sports coat, bro. Who's in Minnesota? Suspense. Yeah, Spenders. Yes. Who is in Blazer? Yes. Dude, it's always the girls that knows the trend. Yes, this is called a blazer. That's correct. That's the right word. Sean, what's up? The CBD from Washington. What's going on, man? Washington State. Who here's from Minnesota? Because I don't know if you guys heard the news, but oh my God, Minnesota is crazy right now. So I just want to know how crazy it is over there right now. That's all. I'm just joined. Am I late for the cold call? No, you just right in time. So punch in your phone number and let's rock and roll. For those of you who wants to jump on a live cold call role play. Honestly, you guys, to me, and I say this many times already. And that is, negotiating with the seller is the number one skill set. If you want to succeed and be successful in this business, that is the number one skills that you must learn and you must master. It's not about the marketing. It's all that, dude. All that comes later. Talking to seller is the number one key. If you can't talk or negotiate very well, I promise you, you're not gonna be able to get as much deals as you can possibly can. And not just that, but your deal spread is not gonna be as juicy, if you know what I mean. Police think they goody power. Okay, let's not get into that. I just want to know what's going on with Minnesota. We all know what happened, and obviously I feel extremely terrible for what happened. Bad for the gentleman. It's a crazy world. Adrian, what's going on? Happy Friday. Okay, man, we need some phone number. We got some OC in the house. OKC, Oklahoma City. Okay. So we got some phone number. We got Portland, Oregon in that building. Okay, so hold on a second. So let's rock and roll. Thank goodness. All right, our first victim. Let's go ahead and switch this up. So you're cold calling me. All right. So from the phone, when the phone ring, I'm gonna say hello. You're cold calling me. All right. So let's get this straight. And let me know if you can hear. Okay. If you can't, let me know.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Is this the owner of 234 Main Street?
Who's this?
Oh, my name is Louis, and I work with a local investor in your area.
And you're calling?
Yes, I'm calling about your property because I looked up. So basically, we buy homes that need a little work to them, and we bought a property next to your block.
So what makes you think that my house is for sale when there's no sign in the yard?
We actually looked on Zillow for sale by owners, and your property came up actually like not too long ago.
Oh, okay. And so why are you calling me?
Oh, like I said, we're calling for homes that needs a little flipping to them or a little fixing. And I saw your home is about 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Is this correct?
Yes, and who are you guys?
Oh my, we're a local investor, and we work with a lot of sellers in your area.
And how did you get my number?
Your number, sir, is public information. So.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Like, do you guys like do you guys understand do you guys understand my whole point here? Like, who thinks, okay? Like, let me ask every single one of you guys are watching. Let me ask you this question. Who thinks that if you get on a phone just like that you're able to get a deal on the contract? Are you trying to, like, you know, if you do get a deal, you probably got lucky. And are you in the business to create a business or to get lucky? If you want to get lucky, dude, just go buy a lotto ticket. like, do you guys understand like where I'm coming from and why I do this Friday Live cold call role play? Is so important. But a lot of you undervalue the importance of talking, negotiating with the seller. If you get on the phone like that, how do you expect to get a deal? Like, it was awkward, it was weird, it sounds scammy, but I'm gonna give you some tip, bro. So hold on a second. Let me bring some IG family on too. What up, IG family? Happy Friday. Let's jump on the Friday Live cold call role play. Swipe up and let's rock and roll. We got some people in the building already. Okay, so bro, first thing first, man. When you pick up that call, bro, like your problem, which is a lot of people's problem, is you just answer my question. Like, do you guys see the whole time where he just kind of answered my questions? But dude, like, you sound and the answer, like, you don't sound confident enough with your answer. So how did you get my phone number? Oh, yep, that's a great questions. I was actually giving a list of qualified property owner, all right, to call to see if they have a house or a property that they're interested in selling. So do you have a house or a property that you consider selling or receive a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer from us? Boom. That's it. Like, and then he's like, oh, I got your from Zillow. And then he's like, oh, your information was public record. Like, dude, he's like, mixed information. That's because you don't have things structured, bro. Like, your question, you don't have it structured out. Yeah, man, that call was bad, bro. Like, like, the best thing that you could do, bro, honestly, is spend some time, watch some of my other Friday Live cold call role play, And then I promise you, if you do put in the work, it's going to help you out, man. It's going to help you out, because on some of the Friday Live Cold Call role play, we do got some really good people, only a few good people that's on the call. You might take notes. You see, a lot of you want the information now, but you're not willing to pay the price. And you don't want the free way is to spend your time, right, watching the video and taking notes, and you don't want to do that either. Shit, man. So that's my first tip to you. My second tip is, when you answer the call, bro, be a little bit more confident. All right, be a little bit more confident. Be a little bit more confident in your voice. All right. And always answer a question, come back with another question. And that's how you maintain control of the phone. A lot of you keep on forgetting that. Okay. A lot of you are forgetting that. And then the next question is, do you? Yes, I do. Okay, great. So, you also get a questions too, is, a lot of you try to avoid answering the seller question. Listen, if you don't overcome their objections, you will never be able to close a deal with them. Okay, you cannot avoid it. You got to answer the question, but come back. So let's go on to let's go on to another one, man. That's probably my tip for you, bro. Is you probably need to go and watch some of my other Friday Live Cold Call role play, man. One what? $3298. Okay.
Hello, Jason speaking. Got can I help you?
I'm sorry. Hello, who's this?
This is Jason called Ben Flippin. We're a local investment company. How are you?
I'm good. I got a postcard about you guys want to buy my property here on Apple Street.
Okay, not a problem. Thank you. Let me just pull up the computer real quick. May I have your name?
Yes, Kong.
Kang, how are you? Okay.
I'm good.
All right. And you said you're on 123 Apple Street, correct?
No, I didn't say 123 Apple Street. I said that you guys, but yes, that is my property address.
Okay, great.
I'm sorry,
yes,
I'm sorry, but can you speak a little bit louder? I'm having a tough time hearing you.
Yes, we actually buy as-is conditions, and we also typically close within 14 business days, typically a cash offer. We're just reaching out to you to see if that's something that you were interested in. Do you think that's something you'll be interested in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, not a problem. Great, awesome. Let me ask you, how long have you owned the property?
About 15 years now.
15 years? Okay, no problem. So is this something, have you been considering selling, or is it you're just reaching out to see how much you'll get, how much your offer will be for the property?
I mean, I would consider selling the property if I can get a decent amount of sense. If the price makes sense, if I can get a decent amount of money.
Okay, not a problem. Let me ask you, how many beds and how many baths?
It's a 3-2.
3-2. You said you owned it for 3 years. Let me ask, has the property been, the bathroom or the kitchen or anything like that, the roof been updated within the last 5 years?
No, it has not.
Okay. Do you know how much typical properties go for in that area, Kyle?
No, I don't.
After repairs? Okay. Let me pull that up. So So they normally go for. Okay, that's good. So if we do come into agreement, how fast do you think you're willing to sell? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days?
I don't really have a time frame. I can sell pretty much any time.
Okay, let me ask you. So if we do come into agreement, is everything in place for you already? Would you have somewhere to relocate or everything like that?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So let me ask you: is there a mortgage or anything that we'll need to take care of?
Yes, there is a small mortgage on the property.
Okay, and that's not a problem at all. We typically take care of that. And how much will we need to pay if we do come to an agreement, Con?
What? I'm sorry, what?
How much is the balance of the mortgage that we'll need to pay back in order for us to come to an agreement for you to be able to be free of the property?
What does that have to do with me selling the property?
Oh, no, typically because we have to factor in the mortgage price and things like that with our offering, things like that, just to make sure you get the fairest offer from our company. That's all.
You mean like how much I still owe on it?
Yes, sir.
I think right around probably 50,000.
Around 50,000. Okay. Oh, so after we pay off the mortgage for about let's just say 50K. How much are you actually looking to walk away with in your pocket?
I really haven't thought about it.
Okay. Now, one thing I haven't asked you is it tenant occupied, or are you residing there at the time?
It's actually currently vacant right now.
Oh, it's currently vacant. Okay, so if we don't come to an agreement, are you okay with paying the taxes and everything like that yearly? How long do you expect for it to be vacant?
How long has it been vacant?
Yeah, how long has it been vacant? How long do you expect for it to be vacant?
Well, I mean,
it has to be a little killer with just paying the taxes every year.
Oh no, I mean, I have no problem of paying the taxes. I mean, the tax is only about $1,200 a year. I've no problem paying the taxes. I mean, if I can't sell it, then I'll probably just gonna rent it out.
Okay, so you mentioned that you're going to rent it out. Is it already move-in condition?
I mean, it's probably gonna need a little bit of cleaning up to do before you can actually rent it out.
Okay, just a little cleaning up. That's not a problem. Okay, and you said it hasn't been updated within the last 5 years, right? Correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. So, just running off the analysis right here, I'm typically looking just to give you a rough offer. Keep in mind, we've never seen the inside of the property or the condition. This is a rough offer. Normally, the properties on 123 Apple Street go for about 140 to 153 bedrooms, one bath. So, and we have to factor in the estimated repairs and things like that. So this is a rough offer. Typically, we buy in that area as is conditioned around between 50 and 70,000, and that's just a rough offer. Keep in mind, so it definitely can go up once we be able to see the property, things like that. But will those numbers even work for you at all?
Yeah, that seems a little low to me.
Okay, so it seems a little low. What number have you ever thought about? What number are you looking for?
Well, I mean, you guys are the one that sent me a postcard wanted to buy my property. I figure I'd give you guys a call, but it seems like
right.
It's.
So let me. As an investor, we definitely can't buy at market value because we're actually in the business to make a few dollars. I mean, you can understand that, right?
Yes, I can understand that, but
right.
I'm not going to give my property away.
I understand that you might not give it to me. Have you ever thought about listening with a realtor at all?
No, I'm not gonna pay no realtor commissions just to sell my property. If I don't sell it myself, then I'm just gonna rent it out.
See, that's one of the great benefits with selling our company, because we actually buy as is, we pay all closed fees, transfer, title, everything like that. So our offer is the exact offer that you'll walk away with.
So you're telling me that you're making me an $80,000 offer, and then you will pay off the mortgage of 50?
So actually, the mortgage will actually be paid off. So if we say, let's just say hypothetically speaking, we do come to an agreement around 80K, right? So the 50 will be paid off, and you'll walk away with the balance about maybe 29, 30K, depending on if you owe taxes for this year. You said they're about 1,200, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, you'll walk away with the mortgage will be paid off. So you'll basically walk away with you'll walk away with about 28,000 in your pocket.
Yeah, no, no. I need more than that.
Okay, not a problem. So how about this? As I mentioned earlier, it was a rough offer. We never seen the inside of your property. How about we schedule a time for us to meet at the property? Either me or one of my team members could meet you out there, and we get a little scope of work of the property, see how much repairs needed. Maybe the price can go up for you. Is that something that'll work for you?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. So when would be a good time for us to be able to meet, Carl?
I mean, I'm available today or tomorrow.
Okay, today is a great day for me. I'm actually free, and I'm just being in the field in that area. I have a project going on in that area as we speak now. So it's 12:25 now. Let's say, can I meet you around 3 p.m. today? Does that work for you?
Yep, that should work.
Okay, keep in mind, either me or my partner Sharon to be there. My name is Jason again, by the way. So hopefully we'll see you at 3 o'clock. We'll call you around 2 just to let you know we're on our way.
Sounds good. And I'm sorry, you said your name was Jason?
Yes. If I don't show, my partner Sharon will show.
Okay, sounds good. Member. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, and we'll call you at 2 o'clock. Just let you know we're on our way. All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. Appreciate it.
You see, man, if you guys don't learn how to close, if you guys don't learn how to close over the phone, that's what's going to happen. What's going to happen is the next thing that you have to schedule to go out to see the property, because you don't know how to close the phone, dude. You don't know how to close the deal. One thing is, dude, I don't make offer on the first call. I don't do the research and tell the seller what's the property is worth until on my negotiating, right? That is typically the second phone call. The first phone call, man, is just to build rapport and then ask questions regarding the property, so you can collect all the necessary information that you need to make them a fair and intelligent offer. You miss out on repair costs. So Kong, has it been updated for the last 5 years? How's the roof? Dude, that's all you ask. How's the kitchens? Does it need interior, exterior paint? Because a lot of times what we're doing there is you cannot assume, oh, it hasn't been updated in 5 years now. It must have been in a bad condition. Dude, you don't want to assume. Because sometimes I talk to seller, hey, the kitchen is updated, it has granite and all that, but it needs some paint. The bathrooms, maybe the roof, electrical, plumbing. You missing out on so much information, bro. Okay, you miss out on so much information. All right. But anyways, let's give Jason a score. From a scale of 0 to 10, how do you guys think Jason did? 0 being horrible, 10 being excelente. Comment in and let's rock and roll. Another thing I want to point out is that, if you're going to go out and meet the seller, dude, you need to at least get a commitment. So Kong, when I go out there at 3 o'clock to meet up with you, and if we both can agree on a price that works, are you ready to get the paperwork done and sell your property? That's going to help. That's going to prep the seller up and give the seller expectation that, hey, if we can agree, are you ready to go? That way, when you go out there, you don't present an offer and then he said, oh, it's going to work for me, but I need to think about it. He can't say that because you already set up the expectation up front. Dude, when it comes to negotiating, Jason, you did a pretty poorly job, bro. You should ask the seller what he thinks the property's worth. You don't know. Kong, do you have any ideas of what other property are selling for? No, not really. Okay. So, Kong, what is the tax assessed value on the property? At least you got to know that, right? Most sellers do know that. And Jason, you built no rapport, bro. There was no rapport building. Hey, how's your day going? Am I catching you at a good time right now? You have a few minutes. You heard what's going on in Minnesota, you know? So the thing is, dude, there's no rapport building, bro. Build a little bit of rapport, and then you went straight into just talking about the property. I mean, I think there should be a little bit of rapport building, no matter what, dude. What that does, it loosen the seller up, and it gets them to it loosen them up, and it gets them to feel a little bit more connected, I guess, friendlier, makes you feel like a little bit friendlier as well. What else, man? I mean, there's a lot of things that I feel like that you're missing. Is the one most important question that you don't ask is that why would I consider selling? So, Colin, if the price, beside the price, beside getting that right price, I understand it's very important to you. But beside that, what is another reason that you would consider selling this property? Like, you missed out on a lot of important information, bro. So overall on that call, bro, I would say a 3, maybe a 3.5, bro. So, anyways, let's move on to the next one here. Here's what we're gonna do. Why don't you punch in like your partner's phone number? Anybody has a partner's? And maybe there's a property address that you guys are working on, and maybe I can call your partners, man. You guys have a partners? I just want to see if your partners is doing what they're supposed to do. Somebody missed a number. Yep, I love the partner calls. Yeah, I know. Let me call your partners. Okay, so let me see here. So when I call, when the phone ring, you're actually cold calling me. Just an FYI. Okay, so when the phone ring, I'm the one who's gonna say hello. You're cold calling me. Hello.
Home buyers is Taylor.
Yeah, hey Taylor, I got a letter from you guys about you guys want to buy my property. What's this all about?
Hey, thanks for calling. We appreciate that. We're actually looking to buy a couple properties in your neighborhood, and so that's why we were reaching out to you.
Oh, okay. I mean, so what makes you guys interested in my property?
Well, that's actually part of our data department. They sent over the leads to us because I know we're buying 2 to 3 properties in your neighborhood in the next 2 to 3 months.
Okay. So what's your offer?
Well, before I can give you an intelligent offer, I'd have to ask a few questions about the condition of the property. Is now a bad time?
No, it's fine. I got a few minutes.
Okay, great. How's your day been going so far?
So far, so good. How's yours?
All right, yeah, mine's pretty good. Everyone's hating this COVID-19, but it's actually giving me a lot of freedom here, so I'm actually enjoying it a little bit, even though I feel bad for everybody that's going through a tough time.
Yeah, I hear you.
So do you mind? Can I have your first and last name?
First name is Kong.
Kong? Okay, great. Now, in case we get disconnected, do you have a phone number other than this one that you'd like to give me?
Nope. This is the only one.
Okay, great. Well, so we buy our houses cash, and if you're remotely considering selling, we'd like to give you an offer, cash offer for your property. Is the property listed with an agent right now?
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, Kong, do you mind telling me? Obviously, we need to agree on price, but other than that, do you have any other reason why you'd be willing to sell your property?
Well, I mean, you kind of catch me at a pretty good time because, wife and I have been talking about selling this property for a while and the renter just move out. So, I was thinking maybe just sell it instead of trying to rent it back out again.
Okay. Yeah, great. I understand, one bad tenant can screw up your numbers for a whole year or longer. So I completely understand that. So you mind telling me a little bit about the property? Could you tell me the square footage and about the bathrooms and kitchen?
Yeah, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I think it's roughly about 1,200 square feet.
1,200. Okay, great. And we like to buy properties that need a little bit of love. Does your property fall into that category?
You mean, does it need some work?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, to me, it probably could use a little cleaning up, and you can probably, rent the property back out again. As far as if you want to go in, if you want to, update it, you can certainly do that. There's nothing wrong with the property right now.
Okay, yeah, because you've had renters in there. I understand. Thanks, Kong. I appreciate that. If you were to take a guess, would you say the repair cost once we buy the property to bring it up to today's standards, would it be maybe 20, 30,000, 40,000? Do you have a ballpark number?
I can't see it be more than 15.
15K. All right. So, do you happen to know what the property value is today?
That I don't. No, I don't.
Okay, no problem. We can do a lot of research ourselves, kind of pull these things up. So I understand. But do you happen to know what other properties in your neighborhood have been selling for?
I haven't done much research on it, so I don't really know. I was hoping that you guys are the expert, so maybe you guys would know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Kong, I'm just wondering, your property does need a little bit of work, and I understand you're thinking about selling instead of keep renting it because there's some problems that go along with that. But how come you're not gonna plan on listing it with a real estate agent or keep it? Is there, do you have any other reasons?
I mean, beside what I told you, no. I mean, the reason why we're not listing with an agent is because I don't want to pay no realtor commissions, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, yeah, and we want to give you a fair offer, and we can definitely do that. So, and we can, help you, get this property off your hands so it doesn't have to be a burden anymore. So, if you could tell me what's the tax assessed value for your house?
The last time that I checked, I think it was around. Like 120. Yeah, 120 or so.
Okay, 120. Great. I thank you for that. Now, we pay cash. We pay all the closing costs. There are no real estate commissions, and we close quickly so we can get that money in your pocket quick. So for an offer like that, could you see yourself going lower than 120?
No.
So you want to sell it for what the tax assessed value is at?
No.
Okay. What are you looking to get for it?
As much as I can.
Okay. Well, would you say a reasonable offer for your property would be, somewhere in the range of 1 to 120?
I mean, normally I think the tax assessed value is about 10 to 15%, less than what the property actually, value at.
Okay. I understand. And that absolutely can be the case, especially if the property is in tip-top shape, the HGTV standard. But it does sound like it needs a little bit of work. And, since we're going to be, paying all the closing costs, paying cash, closing quick, could you see yourself for the convenience of that going any lower?
Any lower than what?
100, then what the tax assessed value, 120.
Yeah, no, yeah, no way that I'm gonna sell it. Listen, I want to sell my property, and I understand that you guys are an investor. You guys got to make, a profit. I completely understand that, but I'm not gonna give my property away.
Okay, well, Kong, I understand that 100%. So, could you tell me, is there a mortgage on the payment on the property?
Yes, there is.
Okay, and how much is that?
Why does that matter?
Oh, it just gives me the opportunity to get all the information so I can bring it back to my team, and just so we can give you the most fair offer. If you don't know what you want for it, and you know exactly, and you're not, and we're not sure what you owe on it, it's going to be really difficult for us to get you a reasonable offer.
I mean, I don't understand why the mortgage of my property has anything to do with the sell price of my house.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to get a feel for what your goals are and how much money you're looking to walk away with, because really our goal is to give you as much cash in your pocket when you walk away as possible. And without us knowing either the mortgage amount or exactly how much you want for the property, we're gonna have a hard time giving you a fair and intelligent offer. So would you mind sharing with me how much you owe?
No. No. I don't think the mortgage has nothing to do with selling the price to sell my property.
Okay, that's all right. Are there any taxes or liens on the property?
No, there's no.
Okay, so Colin, could you tell me how much you're looking to get for the property, like at closing? What are you trying to walk away with?
Why don't you guys just make me an offer on it?
Okay, I understand, Kong. It just we need to collect a lot of information here for me to bring back to my team, because purchasing a property is a pretty big purchase for us, and we just really want to make sure that we're getting our numbers right. So let's just get back to what you'd be happy with selling the property for. I know that you said 10, 15 percent off, but also you said that the property needs about 15 grand to work. So with that in mind, it's, you know, it looks like on online properties are going for, you know, around 80 to 85,000. How do you feel about that?
80 to 85. Oh, like that doesn't even make sense. Just the tax assessed value on the property is it's already like 120.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, Kong, we are in the business of making a you know, very modest gain, but you know, the numbers have to work for me and you. And so, with that in mind, I mean, what do you feel like a reasonable number is for the property?
You mean like as far as like what I want for it?
Yeah, could you see yourself going any lower? You know, could you work with me at all on the price? Could you go any lower?
Well, I'm not gonna give it away. You know, the tax assessed value on the property is 120, and you're saying that you basically sound like you're making me an offer around 80,000.
Oh, I was just kind of trying to see where you're at. You know, we definitely you know,
yeah, you know what?
You know,
I'm not gonna give my property away. You know, I understand you guys are investors. You guys got to make a profit, but I'm not gonna give it away. I mean, the tax assessed value on the property is like 120. I mean, I'm not gonna take anything less than 150.
You're not gonna take anything less than 150. Okay, all right. Well, Kong, you know, I appreciate that, but we are trying to do business with you. You know, you seem like a great guy, and you know, we do everything on the up and up. So I'm just gonna tell you honestly, you know, we wouldn't be able to do anything with the property if we bought it for your 150. And so, you know, we want to do business. Like I said, we want to put cash in your pocket, and we want to do it quick. So could you see yourself going any lower than that 150?
No, not right now.
Not right now. Okay. All right. Well, we are going to be paying, you know, all the closing costs, and the least you'll take is 150. Would you consider 120,000 cash?
Yeah, no, that's too low.
Okay, well, we're gonna be making all the repairs, updates to the house. What is the lowest number that you'd go?
You know, I mean, so let me think about it. I mean, I want to talk it. You know, I definitely want to talk it over with the wife, and I'll get back to you. How's that?
You know what? Would it be okay if I followed up with you, Kong?
Yeah.
Would that be all right if I don't hear from you?
Yep, that's fine. You can.
All right, Kong.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. So let's jump right into this, man, because we ain't got much more time. From a scale 0 to 10, how do you guys think he did? Scale 0 to 10. Now, I need to start saying this before I forget it. Okay. When the seller give you a price, like I said earlier, 150. Oh, okay. So 150. Kong, how do you come up with that? Right? How do you come up with the 150? Let the seller, man, explain to you why. Okay, so you want 150 for the property. Okay, I understand. Now, Kong, how do you come up with the 150? I'm just curious. I'm just curious, man. How do you come up with the 150? Well, you know, and then sometimes it's weird. Sometimes the seller will say, well, you know, there's a property down the streets, you know, my next door neighbor or whatever it is. And then they start to tell you like, hey, they actually know what the property's worth or what property you're selling for. Whoever it is that I was on the phone, bro, like you, maybe you were nervous, but the one thing I do like is that you sound very like it kind of like not professional, which is good. Very easy to talk to. You know, you don't sound like a telemarketer or right. You sound like a regular person that on the call. If that even makes sense. But the thing you forgot, bro, you forgot the property address. Okay, you forgot the property address, and then I don't think like I think you need to listen. I think you need to listen a little bit more, bro. You know, the wife and I, we're actually thinking, consider, selling the property the last couple of months. Now that the renters move out, I'd rather sell the property instead of re-renting it. I would say, okay, no problem. Hopefully we can help you with that, Kong, because I understand, you rather sell the property instead of re-renting the property. Now, is there a reason why? How was the last renter? See, those are the kind of things where you can start digging in and start building rapport and get the seller to start talking. The last renter was fine. The seller, I never mentioned that this property was a burden on me. Listen, some seller will get offended when you say that, when they didn't mention that. They will get offended because they think that you use that, all right, to like basically they felt like you're trying to what's the word? God, my vocab is so limited. That's why. Like, so the seller might see, because I didn't say that property was a burden. You automatically assume it was a burden, right? But I'm telling you, sometimes if you don't listen and you say that, seller can get offended and say, hey, I never said, the property is not a burden to me. If you think like I'm in any kind of distress situation, like you're wrong. They basically don't want to be target. I don't even know what the word is, right? So I wouldn't say that. All right. I typically say that. Well, I typically will say this. Well, Kong, hopefully we can help you out with that, okay? And hopefully we can come together to an agreement on something that's fair, that work for you and for us. I don't know, it was you or was it Jason? I can't remember. I think it was Jason. Jason, you need to slow down now. So I don't know if it's this call or the last call, but whoever it was, you need to slow down, because a lot of times the seller, I wanted to say something, but then you cut me off. And then when you talk to seller, try to slow down, especially when you're trying to negotiate. I normally, let me share something this with you guys. I don't think that I share this on some of the last any of the Friday Live cold call role play. So when you negotiate, you slow down. When you want to distract the seller, you speed up. Does that make sense? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. When you ask seller a question, or when it comes to negotiating, you want to slow down your tone of voice. It sounds more confident. When you want to distract the seller, right, where you like somewhat answer the question but not really, that's when you speed up, right? Because you want them to hear what you want them to hear, and then you jump into a question. And whoever it was, I was on the phone. Your biggest mistake, bro, is you only answer my questions, but you never come back with a question. Biggest mistake. Like, if you go toward the beginning, that's your biggest mistake on this call. You just answer my question, but never came back. You got to come back to be able to maintain control of the phone. Toward the end, like I said, my first call, I never negotiate. So Kong, okay, so the property is assessed at 120. Is that correct? I also, man, a lot of times what I do is I take the seller's answer and then I reframe it to let him know I'm listening, but it also gives me time to think of question. So, Colin, so you said that the property tax assessed value is 120. Is that correct? You see how I say that? Is that correct? Yes. So, Kong, I understand you don't know what the property's worth, but now let me ask you, do you think the property, so are you trying to get 120 for the property, or are you trying to get more, or like where you at as far as in what you're hoping to get for the property? Now do you see what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to play off that 120 tax assessed value. No. Property tax assessed usually 15. Okay, so you're saying it's about 15 to 20% more. Is that correct, Kong? Yes. So if I take 120, if I just add another 15% on top, so that would put this property at a value of 138. Is that what you're thinking of getting? You see how I kind of changed my voice? Like I'm not really sure. Like, okay. So let me do that one more time. So Colin, if I take 120 and I add 15% to that, so that gives us at 138. So are you saying that are you thinking about getting 138 for the property? Or do you think the 138 is what the property's worth? Okay. So what you're doing is that you got to play with the numbers with the seller and then act like you don't know and don't make the offer. Does that make sense, bro? I think earlier you were like wasn't listening too much. You were trying to assume a lot of things from the seller. So, Kong, I understand, we're not, I did even mention, I'm not going to give my property away. And you kind of like didn't, I think when the sellers say that, a lot of times you come back, and I think a lot of us know what to say. And that is, well, Kong, obviously, we're not expecting you to give the property away. I don't think anybody should give their property away. It's actually your property, your investment. I know you put a lot of money, a lot of work into that. And obviously, I know you're trying to get the most you can for your property. I completely understand that. We are here to give you the most we can, for the property, but also too is I hope you can understand. And this is where I slow down. I hope that you can understand as an investor, we do want to make some kind of a gain when we buy, but in exchange, listen, let me say it one more time. But we hope that you can, and I slow down. The reason why I slow down here is I want them to understand that I am an investor. We are investors, okay? So that I want them to understand that they're not going to get retail. If they're going to get retail, then we're not for them without actually saying it. Okay, so I would say, so let's just say Jason was earlier. I don't know. I just remember Jason's name. So Jason, obviously the goal is to see if we can come together to an agreement on a fair price that work for you and for us. I understand that if the price wasn't right for you, there's no reason why you would sell it. And I hope that you can understand as an investor, if the price doesn't make sense for us, there's no reason why we would buy it. So but I just hope that you can understand as an investor, that you can understand that we do need to make some kind of a gain when we buy. But in exchange, you see how I don't stop there. But in exchange, Kong, we're willing to provide you with a hassle-free sale, which means, you don't have to pay realtor commissions. I understand that's not something you want because you did mention that. So don't worry. You don't have to pay that. We'll take care of all the closing costs, all the fees, right? We are going to buy the property in an as-is condition, which means we'll take care of all the repairs, all the works, all the updates, or anything that needs to be done to the property. We will handle it after we buy from you. Our goal is to provide you with that hassle, headaches-free sales. Now, with that being said, I understand that you're saying 120 is probably too low, or whatever the price you just made is, right? I don't know who made it offer. It was too low. And I hope you can understand, we still have to put some work into the property to get it up to that 138 mark. So what is the best that you'll be able to do for us? Done. Stop. And then you just zip and then let the seller talks. And then here's another feedback or tips that I want to give to you, bro. It's when the seller said, some seller will say, well, I don't, the mortgage has nothing to do with the sale price of my property. So let me share with you why we need that information. The reason why I need that information, Kong, is that when we make you the offer, we will present to you the walk-away money. So which means we will take the mortgage off, we'll take whatever it is we offer you, And now I can share with you exactly what you will walk away with at the time of closing, so there will be no surprises for you. And that's the reason why, getting that mortgage amount is so important. That way I can share with you exactly what you walk away with net in your pocket at the time of closing, so there's no surprises for you. So could you share with me, Khang, how much is it that you owe? That's what I would handle that, bro. Okay. So overall, that phone call, I would give it a 4, bro. A 4.5, dude. There's still a lot of work that needed to be done. I think you struggle a lot toward the end trying to negotiate with the seller. I think you're trying to push too hard, where you should have said, okay, I got all the information I needed, Khang. I'm going to send this over to my team, do the research, and then come back, and then on the second call, and then that's where you go hard on negotiating. Okay. So let's move on. So for those of you, if you're watching this live, please do me a favor, exit out the live chat, smash the thumbs up, come back in again, and let's rock and roll. So I think that's all the time that we got for today. For those of you who, listen, if you need help talking, negotiating to the seller, if you don't want to waste more of your time, maybe you don't want to waste your time, okay, to go through the Friday Live Cold Call role play and sit there and take notes to see if you can come up with your own script. If you want to hand it to you on a silver platter, ready to go, dude, I will take your game to a whole nother level. Check out my King Khang. Check out my King Khang Seller Script package. Link is right below. Promise you, best investment you ever made. Dude, I will put this against any products you ever invest in real estate. Dude, this is the key to my success. It's how I scale my business up, and it's how I lock more property up on a contract. It's how I got such a big spread on my wholesale deal, dude. It's because I know how to talk and negotiate with them. So if you want to check it out, link is right below. Listen, you don't have to buy it. Nobody has to buy it, right? It's only for those of you who feels like you don't want to waste time. You rather pay and then just get it. Use the promo code, man. Use the promo code COVID-19. Get a 25% off today. Cheap, dude. Okay, and then let's take a few questions and we can rock and roll. Also, too, is for those of you who don't know, I am running a 2K web class. It's going to happen on June 13th, which is a Saturday, exclusively for 20 people. I'm going to spend a one-on-one day. Like, I will spend a 1 day with you, man. I'm going to spend 1 day with you to take you from where you are to where you want to be. So if you want to get more information on that and see if it's a fit for you, go to my website, WTMfam.com, and check out the 2K web class, and you can see what's all included, who it is for, and how much it costs, and all that. Any question, Khang, how do you get better at this business? Lewis, dude, to get better at this business, honestly, man, I'm not trying to sell you anything. You don't have to get the King Khang script or anything. Dude, how you get better is that you need to get better at talking and communicating. Once you master that, dude, the rest is history, bro. Because you know why? If you don't have the money, you can door knock. You can cold call. If you meet somebody in the street, you know how to talk. You know how to communicate. You know how to convert the leads into actual deals. But when you don't know how to talk and communicate, dude, even if you spend money on marketing and they call you and you don't know what to say, dude, I'm telling you, you're losing out on a lot of opportunities. Knowing what I know now, if I go back, I would spend a lot more time learning how to talk to seller. I wasn't focused on that when I first started, because I focused on generating leads, because everybody talk about marketing, leads, right? But nobody talk about talking to seller, the important. And when you get the King Khang script, it's not supposed to make you sound like a robot. What it's supposed to do is that you and the King Khang script needs to become one. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? So you don't want to get on the phone and like you're reading through the script. That's why you got to study it and then start role playing with your sister, your brother, your mama, your papa. Start making some, or start cold calling people on Craigslist. Hit everybody on Craigslist, and that's how you get your practice in. Sean said, would you, the more offer you makes, the better you will get at it. Yeah, Sean. I mean, listen, man, in this business, it's a numbers game, right? The more offer you make, the more chances you're going to get a deal on the contract. But what I'm trying to say, Sean, is that if you get better at talking and negotiating with seller, you have a better chance converting leads into actual deals. Your KPI, which means your cost per leads, is going to decrease. Because, for example, Sean, if you're good, maybe it only takes you to talk to 50 people, 100 people. If I am no bueno, if I'm no good, dude, maybe I have to talk to 500 people. I have to talk to 1,000 people. So a lot of time people ask me, I mean, you guys, if you agree, smash the thumbs up. If you disagree, smash the thumbs down. Let me know. I mean, give it to me like it is, man. And that's why when we hire VA to lock deal up on the contract over the phone, they have to have somewhat of a sales skills. Just an FYI for those of you who planning to hire employee, whether it's a VA or not VAs, okay, you need to make sure these are the one that locks you up in the contract. They gotta have somewhat of a sales skills. It's hard to train someone that has no sales experience to take them to have. It takes too long. So when you do make those hire, dude, gotta make sure they have somewhat of a salesmanship skills, sales skills. Kong, when is the next 2K web class? Want to grow my business. Shield Investment, the next 2K web class is happening on June 13th, which is a Saturday, exclusively, Shield, only for 20 people. I know there's a couple spot left, so if you want to sign up, go to my website, watch the video where I share with you what's all included, who is for, who is not, the cost, and if it's a good fit for you, if you feel like that's what you want to do and you want to make the investment, then I'm ready, man. I'm ready to rock and roll and take your business, your life to a whole nother level. And you guys, so awesome. Yesterday, we hit 200,000 follower on TikTok. Boom. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok, hit me up on a TikTok. Go to Kong. Can you see that? There. Go to Kong, KHANG dot like period WTM. Kong, is it harder to get leads during COVID crisis? Ragman, listen. There is more motivated seller now than ever before. Dude, the seller are more motivated now, man. So don't listen to the talker, because the doer will not tell you that. They're out there, they're freaking hustling. They're grinding. They're closing deals. They're getting deal under contract, dude. Only the talker will tell you that. They sit around, just talk and complain about how the market, dude. That's where the hustler wins, dude. That's where people makes the most money. It's the downtime. So what I do right now with the whole COVID, man, we go back and we follow up with all of our old leads and we find motivation. I'm telling you, people that say no 6 months ago and now saying, hey, I would consider your offer. And then we talk to them and we're able to convert those leads into actual deals. My issue is I have a contract, just no buyer. Well, Daryl, Banks, I think your name is Daryl. Daryl, dude, you need to hustle, bro. I mean, dude, you need to hustle. You need to post that ad on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, the bigger pockets. You need to hit out all of the local realtors. There is also Facebook group, the local RIA in your area. You need to hit that up. There's another Facebook group called Wholesaling Houses Full Time. You need to hit up all the social media. Right? Type in a real estate investor in LinkedIn or on Instagram, on YouTube. Dude, you can find people and you start hustle, man. So yeah. Dude, don't listen to people that said there's no buyer. People are still buying. We're still closing deals. Not just me, man. Many other people are still closing deals. Only the talker that ain't doing shit. The doer, dude, they just know that, hey, you know what, man? I got to learn how to adjust and adapt. When the market gets tough, guess what you do, dude? As an entrepreneur, if you are a true entrepreneur, a true hustler, a true goal-getter, when things get tough, what do, boys and girls? We freaking get tougher and we're freaking destroyed. People said, Kong, the market is too saturated and competitive. Dude, there is no competition. We're here to freaking dominate. I'm talking about, dude, stop worrying about your competition and worry about domination. Boom. You know what I'm saying, dude? Dude, a lot of people get into the game. You will hear a lot of noise. Dude, 99% of them ain't going to do shit. Period. How do I know that, dude? When I first started, I went to a real estate seminars. There was got to be at least 100, like a big seminars, or I went to the RIA. Dude, they drop it like it's hot. A month later, gone. 2 months later, more people gone. Drop it like it's hot. Because the game, dude, ain't easy. Only tough will stand. Okay, let's take a few more questions and wrap this up. Someone told buy houses, Michigan. 2 deals closed this week. Boom. And one more advice I want to give to those of you who are in the game. Don't listen, man. Don't compare. The worst thing. This will take so much joy away from you. And I fell for this too. I'm human. I'm not perfect. All right. I used to. I stop it now. Do not compare yourself to someone else. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone chapter 5 or chapter 20. One more thing, man. Don't chase deals, but focus on chasing profit. Don't let people mislead you by saying, hey, I closed 10 deals this month, 20 deals this month, 50 deals this month. Dude, but how much are you making on those deals? And you're here closing 2 deals, 3 deals, and you feel like, man, I'm losing. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes social media puts it off where you felt like you're losing, but sometimes you're not. You're actually winning. But because you don't know that those 10 deals or 20 deals they close, they only make 2,500 or 5 G's per deal. And you're here making 20 to 30, 40, 50 G's on a deal. So you're thinking they must have made big amount just like you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times you get distracted and then you're chasing deals and you're not focused on chasing profit, the spread of the deal. Dude, baby deal, dude, 25, 5, dude, the 20, 30 deal, dude, that's a lot of work. Why don't you focus on just increasing those deals? Less deal, more profit, bigger spread. Okay, a few more questions. What's the website so I can look it up? What's the next level? By the way, saw you on TikTok, like the dance job. Thanks. Oh, man. Thank you so, Eric. That's awesome, bro. I got to tell you, man, I'm not a dancer, obviously, not a singer. TikTok got me to really break down some move, man. So anyways, thank you so much for the love, for the support, everyone. Eric, link is right below in the descriptions. Just go to WTMFAM.com. WTMFAM.com. So go there, check it out. I am going to go live on TikTok today around noon for 1 hour. So if you want to join me, go hit me up and let's rock and roll and let's go make this money. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have so much fun this Friday. Hopefully this video add a lot of value to your life and to your business. Once again, thank you so much for all the love, all the support everyone have given me from the bottom of my heart. Let's grow together. Let's make this money together. Until next time, you guys, take care and ciao.